My friends, your eyes are indeed not deceiving you. This is Australia in Crusader Kings 3, because my name is Koifish, and today I'm playing After the End. Now if you for some reason have never heard about After the End, it is a wonderful overhaul mod that turns the usual medieval historical world of Crusader Kings to a futuristic, post-apocalyptic medieval simulator. The story is actually super interesting, but to make a long story short, there was a horrific event that happened that plunged the world back into chaos, and from that event, people re-emerged, but they had lost their civilization and had to rebuild it. And just like Caesar's Legion in Fallout New Vegas, some of them turned to tribalism. The original mod is set in America and has wonderful things like this. But this one is made by a different team, and instead of being set in America, it's set in Australia. A setting that I would never have thought I would play Crusader Kings 3 in. But less talking, it is time to go down under. Now my favorite thing about After the End mods is the fact that they take modern history and things that we are aware of and distort them through the lens of our descendants after the apocalypse. And that means that a lot of things that we would just consider to be normal suddenly become religions. Let me show you a few examples from this mod. In the Empire of Victoria, here in southern Australia, one of the most dominant religion would be the Battler Union. And to the battlers, nothing is more important than the fair go, with social ownership and legalism being a thing. That's right, these people pray to the labor unions. There's also the faith of the Mariner Memorial Committee, which is all about sea and praising the old wreckages of these great ships that have washed ashore. And of course, in Central Australia, you have all of these Aboriginal faiths. And it wouldn't be a mod in Australia unless we had Uluru Ayers Rock. But the character we will be playing today is none other than Shay Greenheart, the queen of the Bushranger Revolt. Have you heard of a man named Ned Kelly? Well, to put it quite simply, he was an outlaw, a rebel, a bit of a bad boy if you will, that became Australia's first Iron Man. That is to say, he put a bunch of iron on himself and then had a shootout with the local police. That story has become its own religion, a Bushranger faith, where the Kellyans lead a great revolution in the name of the ancient Bushranger whose indestructible armor kept him fighting the forces of evil until his heel was shot. And just like Kelly forged his own armor, anyone can take up arms and fight for their lives. Honestly, that sounds like a cool religion. And because we praise this free spirit and outlaw, we are currently starting in the Bushranger Revolt, a brutal battle against Emperor Harrison of Riverina. He is an Anglo-Catholic, which has survived to this day, which makes sense. Now we are currently under his control, but he is a man of the law, and we don't trust the law. We want to be free, god damn it. We want to be free in the bush. So if we win this war, we become independent. I'm playing as Captain Shay, which is the mother of none other than goddamn Ned Kelly. Goddamn, that is a cool piece of armor. What happened to my swords? They were slain in battle. And Tommy died of being sick. That's not good. I'll start by getting a husband. Now, our Kellyan faith here, where we praise the old Ned Kelly, is all about religious law, warmongering, and wild colonial boys, which means that we are all about raiding. Glorious. Now my friends, this is where I say I've never been to Australia, and by God, I think I could live a lifetime without ever visiting, considering the size of your spiders and your dangerous drop bears. So if I mispronounce any names, that's why. We start here in the gangs of Geraldary, and we raise our forces in revolt against the bastard overlord that would oppose us. But it looks like I'm not alone in this revolt. Dear God, a bunch of Kellyans are rising up against him. It's like a Saturday morning at the local Bunnings. Let's go! Alright, let's get everyone united. We have to quell this bastard. Where is my Ned Kelly outfit? I can't see shit in this pot. Dear God, how did this man even see anything? Well, at least I'm protected. Alright, forces, unite under me. We will have freedom. Go to Riverina and rip them off their house. I'll hire some local tradies to build me a few onagers. Oh, but we're battling and we're outnumbered. It's the battle of Denily Quinn. And dear God, look at all of these dead Kellyans. But look, there's Kellyans fighting against us. Traitors! Captain Bingo the Dull. Yeah. He looks dull. Fight! Hold! Get over here, fellow Kellyans! For freedom! For honor! Let's go! We did it, lads! What is the Australian way of saying it? Oh yeah, good job, cunts! Oh wait, I can't say it on the YouTube. What? Is it cultural appropriation to say it? Ah, we've done it, lads! We've taken his capital, and we have his heir! The Bushranger Rebellion is completed! To the brash Captain Shay, may your years be short and miserable. Why are you crying, little bitch? We've done it! We're free! But this is just the first step in our great plan. As us Kellions, we need to free the rest of the world, and especially all of our holy sites, like Stringybark Creek, Melbourne, and Aurora. I wanna conquer Melbourne. That's the one place I actually know what it is. Holy moly. As ruled by President Constantinus, a battler of the Union faith. Well, I'll make my son the co-monarch. Make him step up. Prince Ned! Prince Ned! So let me take off my bot helmet. There we go. You're a mean old lady, Captain Shay. You know what we could do to see us over and raise our power level? We could raid. Look at this lad, Peter. Can I recruit you? God damn, that is a big lad. That is a big bloke right there. This man enjoys the glasses at the Bunnings. Oh wait, we're being raided by King Leo of the High Country, a land care faith man. He's some sort of hippie. Kill him. But the flames of the rebellion have torn through the Riverina. The lords who despoiled our lands in petty squabbles, who worked us to the bone, now lay broken. They beg at the feet of our riparian peasants for the mercy they never offered us. We fight for our families and communities, Simran says, but now we must return, this time without allegiance to lords and kings. I could make all of them independent? No! Wait, no! You're my guys! The revolt must stay united, together, so that we may oppose future tyrants. No? That's not a good idea? Look here, you see this guy raiding us? The Wodongans of the Wodonga tribe? See what I do with raiders? I keep the community safe, you know. Look at these guys. Count Liam. This guy enjoys putting a shrimp on the Barbie. I know it, but you won't be raiding any of my loot. Thank you. Now please leave. We could go for Gippsland, or maybe Secretary Hugh Radvirionsson. What are these names? Are people really call this in Australia? That's crazy, that. But here's my grandkid, Ned. Of course he's Ned. I'll raise you, my boy. Sorry, Grandma just has to kill these guys. But my bones are aching. Not good. We are getting a lot of gold, including some prisoners. Flynn Webber, I don't want him. Get the hell out of here. Am I fighting Vikings? No, they're the Unionists. Let's get this money delivered. What was this? Mayor Phoenix of Windham is offering to supply my court with wine. You a trader? You are. I could do some trading. It's gonna cost a lot of gold. Nah, man, that's too much money. That's too expensive. Listen, if I wanted wine at a cheap price, I'd just pop down to a Murphy's and buy a bag and box. Go down to the beach, have myself a great evening. Let's spend the money we saved on buying wine on getting more troops. I think armored footmen is in the spirit of Ned Kelly after all. Oh, but I'm being declared war on! The Melbourne de jure war for the Republic of Mitchell. President Constantinus. I'm being attacked by Norwegians! It's the Melbourne Republic! And he outnumbers me greatly. What if I get some cool alliances? There's really no one we can ally, which is a problem. So I guess we're just gonna have to get some mercenaries. There's Duffy's Angels with Dr. Darrell, a Sydney Sider, whose religion is flying doctors. Legends tell of an ancient order of angelic beings who descend upon wings of steel to render aids. Is this the air doctors, like the flying doctors that they used in the bush? In case you break your arm, like battling a kangaroo or something? And they made a religion out of this? That's cool. You know, that makes sense. Do you have like airplanes? No, but god damn it. We could hire the Griffith Black and Whites. Is this like a rugby team? Am I hiring a bunch of blokes to rough them up? Well, I sadly can't. We're gonna have to fight tooth and nail the best we can. We'll raise our troops. Yeah, we are outnumbered. God damn it. What are we gonna do? It's not a huge area we're losing. Heathcote and Seymour. And we could probably win 1 versus 1. But their other troop is just gonna come in and smash me. What if we just have them lose troops to attrition and we just hold the best we can? We could also undo their siege progress, which should keep the war going for a bit longer. I don't really know what I'm waiting for. I guess we could marry away my grandson for an alliance, but no one really wants to ally the Kellions. It sucks that we don't have enough gold to recruit Peter. He's a big guy. He would be really useful in the fight. But through a court event, Joseph Weston is willing to join our court. Abso-goddamn-lutely, you fight as a champion. And we managed to scrounge a few coins, so Peter will get recruited, as well as Kevin. More knights is good, because they fight really well. Maybe that's how we turn the tide. Oh, sod it! We'll go for it! A glorious battle. We will defend in hills. Avachi! The Battle of Mollison Creek, where the Kellians made their brave stand against the Captain Caleb of the Britton Gang, a Taswegian that follows the continuing Anglican Church. Damn, those Christians are enduring. You all look like Vikings. Have they hired Viking mercenaries? Well, we will hold and we will fight for the glory of Ned Kelly. Are we winning? Ooh, it is even. No, Captain Eli and Peter, he's been wounded. The battle is lost. Flee. Well, we killed significantly more than they did, which is good. We should just really get in there again and start scrapping. Get your hand off my county! We're losing war score, but we're killing more soldiers than they are. It's a true battle of attrition, this. They're losing supply, which is good. So far, they have more supply than us, though. Oh, they're coming for us! Well, we're gonna hold the Battle of Heathcove Greythorn Park. Come on, lads! Put your backs into it! May your sin of Springvale shall be killed! We got this! We just have to win one battle! That's the beauty of being the defender! Oh no, oh no. We lose to morale, but we kill far more. Why are we fleeing? Are we a bunch of cowards? You know what? I'll get a husband. Someone that's really good at fighting. Mason, a Thunderbolter. The Thunderbolters hold Captain Thunderbolt, the gentleman bushranger, to the greatest of wild colonial boys. Captain Thunderbolt was renowned for his strict code of honor and courteous demeanor. Okay, he's like a super raider. Nice. Alright, I think that's a legitimate husband. It is going to piss people off, but I don't care. Legitimacy is fleeting. If I want to marry a 27-year-old while I'm 64, then let me. More importantly, it will boost my martial by a whole lot, which will make me more powerful on the battlefield. And now, I think we should be able to win against these weakened invaders. Have at you! I have Thunderbolters with me now! It's just two women fighting in a local park in Australia. There we go! Get out of here! Another attacker? Duke 18 of Moira, an Anglo-Catholic. It's the vengeance from the Riverina lords. I need alliances. I do have this granddaughter, but it won't do much for an alliance. We are truly alone. This is rough. Well, we'll mop these people up. Have at you fools, brigands and brutes. But the war is stressing me out. My responsibility as captain seem endless. Yeah, I'll just smoke hash. I'm just gonna smoke a spliff, I guess. I could just get a bunch of husbands with good prowess. Just get a bunch of second husbands, because I guess I'm allowed to have multiples. And then get a bunch of blokes to fight me. Yeah, you get to marry this Sheila, but she wants you to beat up local guys at the public park. You know, that's what I call love. Well, our battles are going better, and we're losing less troops, which is good. And if I win this war, I will get a whopping 300 gold, which could pay for more troops, which will let me springboard into the future and defend myself. President Fortitude now speaks river talk? President Fortitude of Moreton Bay? God damn, your realms are prosperous. You're a Freemason. You're an Abrisi. You live in Brisbane? Is that what it is? Queensland! He's a Queenslander! I know what my next playthrough is. Urus! Aitavachi! Oh yeah, we're whipping them up. Get some, lads! The last battle, here we go. This should be enough. There we go, and one more battle. Almost. Oh, Corn Army here. I think these are mercenaries that he summoned. Is he going on the offensive? We need to be like little rats, sadly. Can't be fighting fair. Here we go. First battle won. They didn't manage to take it. My take is significantly lower than 300 gold I was promised, but I'll take it. We've won the war. And with our newfound gold, we'll buy even more horsemen. And then we'll go to defend in the floodplains of Vilby. Have at ye! The Battle of Pendle. We are outnumbered 2-1, but we have the spirit of Ned Kelly. And Angus just ripped the heart out of Count Ethan. And Captain Theodore just clove Logan Yoshi in half. God damn! Logan Yoshi! 2-for-1 special. Enjoy. Split down the seam like a goddamn greasy. But now Captain Mason died. He died from his wounds. He died protecting his queen. That's all that matters, really. Have at you, Horus! Oh yeah, we're winning. We captured a man called River, which is funny because he's bleeding a lot. Like a river. But now I got dementia, which is not good. It's time for me to do what all old Australians do. And that's to move to New Zealand. But it's not on the map. We can't go there. It's too far away. Oh yeah, the slaughter at Gumbaranga. Goombaranga! We killed Duke Gian at least. Hey, buddy, you got a pregnant wife at home. Stella's pregnant, alright? You gotta go back and take care of your Sheila. Let's crush them. The Battle of Yura. And we have won. The land is defended. The gold is mine. The glory is Ned Kelly's. But the Riverina is very powerful. I should be able to sock it to them. If I had more fame level, which I don't, could take a lot of land. But I kind of want to take Melbourne. We could attack this Union guy, but he has a lot of allies. I have none. He's allied to the president of Melbourne, which means that if I try to take Melbourne, it's gonna be the same story. Oof, that's harsh. Why can't I have any alliances? It's because I'm an outlaw, rooting, tooting, gun shooting. Right. But I guess I'm not rooting, tooting anymore, because Captain Shay has died. She died of old age. Glorious. Now Captain Ned takes over. Ned goddamn Kelly. Well, I know exactly what Ned is going to do. He's going to raid. Put these lads to good use and earn some coin. We are surrounded by the Riverinas. They're also importing lobster. God damn, you guys are living it large. We're gonna bloody steal their lobster, aren't we? Come on, let's see what we can get from this capital. Few guests. I would have wanted his children. Would have wanted something more. 100 gold. God damn. Two guys called Eli Martin. Small Eli Martin and large Eli Martin. 100 gold for one bloke. Are you made out of gold or something? You're a golden goose? You shit and piss gold? Should call a doctor about that, honestly. They're chasing some other raiders out of town, which is good for me, means I can keep on raiding. I just have to build up my forces. What would help would be to have more land. I'll change my law to limited crown authority, which I know goes against the Ned Kelly way of being for freedom and everything, but like, does Urana really need to have her own gang? How's Weston? What if Jaden over here? Old Jaden, you know? He fabricates a claim on the Barony of Oakland, you know? And we take that and we grow our gang so we can actually raid better. I feel like that's a fair idea. You trying to come fight me? Huh? You think you can fight me here? On my soil? Have at ye! The Battle of Broxley Goom! I'm gonna goom! Get the hell out of here. Give me your stuff. If I'm gonna raid you, I'll raid you. You have no say in the matter. I got this queen! God damn, that's a lot of gold! Anyone else here that's worth a crap ton secretly? Raiding is the way. You earn so much gold from it. Oh, wee! Survivors of the bloody fight at Narendera sent word from the killing grounds with the tidings. The dripping head of Captain Ethan of Barma. He's dead? He died a warrior fighting in the heart of Queen Jasmine's warband until his head was struck from his shoulders. You want it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll take it. Why did we take his head? So no head? Dear God, we just keep on battling. Stop attacking me, please. Oh God. Well, we got quite a fair bit of ransoms here. I know I'm not getting the max value out of it, but I'll take it. We are rich now. Really rich. I'll get the light footmen and more light horsemen. And we'll recruit this guy. A Sydney Sider following the Baha'i faith. A universal faith. It's all about... What religion is this? Spiritualists? Either way, you're conscripted to my army. Enjoy. I'd like to reform the Kellyan religion. We need one more holy site. Would be this area. But this guy is Landcare, not Kellyan. Does that mean we can revoke his title? No, not grounds enough. I have an idea, but it's rather dastardly. What if we swear fealty to him, right? I know this is against all we stand for, being all about freedom, right? But we can take his land from within. That's kind of an outlaw way. Either way, let's keep on raiding. There's too many riches to sleep on. I want them all. We can get some marriages for some minor alliances, mostly with my vassals, but more Sheilas means more children means more power. I think the majority of gold will come from me ransoming people, but also from winning battles. Hopefully I can capture the king or something. That's where a lot of the gold would be. But I've been invited to Emperor James' coronation? Are you sure you sent this with the correct mail? I mean, I'll go. It's quite a distance, quite a trek, really. But Travis Subnaharan, Travis Subnaharan, a Kellyan Sydney Sider, as a berserker. Yeah, all right, lad. You take me there. Guess we could do some sick sightseeing, you know, on my way back. See the Big Orange and Loxton. I think I'm going to disrupt loyalists. I used to be a little thorn in this side. Be the unchill dude at the barbecue. I also need a doctor, and Wally over here, he's decent. We have arrived. Let's see what trouble we can cause here. The darkness of this night mirrors the darkness of his reign, says Queen Jasmine. Now, Ned. Now it's our time to finally shine some light over his wicked realm. I could humiliate him, which hugely reduces the magnificence. Absolutely. You suck! He denies your petition. What the hell? What was my petition? Oh, Lord Ned, says the vile Duke Feng of Varadegri, a dynastic kinslayer of the Anglo-Catholic faith. Lord Ned, he pretend not to see me, and then I get too close to him. Are you going to entertain us during supper? Or are those the clothes a captain brings to a coronation? You could try to murder him. I took inspiration from your mother. Give her my good wishes. He's crowned. Why can't I have a coronation? Well, we do get to feast. I didn't get to disrupt him too much, but I got to be annoying, which is fun. But there is a champion errant. Highness, it is most fortunate that you and I came to meet at this crossroad, for I'm in search of a marvelous fountain, which water is said to cure all illness. You wear the helmet of a Kellion, but you are not a Kellion? Pay me money. I rob him. But we sit in a quiet tavern in Melbourne, with a loud band of ragged-looking sellswords marching. A nobleman, eh, my lord? Interested in the service of the best band of mercenaries in Melbourne? I mean, I could just outright kill him. Just stab him. 50 gold for 800 men. Yeah, fuck it, why not? But out in the wilds, I find Fredo, son of the deer. A boy that's been living like the stags? He doesn't even speak river talk. I'll trade the boy. But already he's lost. Yeah, I'll find him. Why not? He rejoins. Thank God. Thank the wild colonial boys. I can go inside again. You gotta be really careful how you phrase that sentence. Otherwise, it sounds like you're going inside a wild colonial boy. And listen, that's not the type of island, okay? Now let's invite some religious exiles. Jasmine, a new English Elizabethan governor. The followers of Her Majesty revere the first and only monarch of the Commonwealth to touch down on Australian soil. Not once, but 16 times. Yeah, you can live here, I guess. Why not? Religious differences? I don't see this being a problem. I mean, we got Sikhs over there. It shouldn't be an issue. With that said, though, more raiding. It's not my fault my neighbors' lands are so juicy. And now a 17-year-old boy named Carter is willing to join us. Absolutely, buddy. Get in here. Get in here, lad. Hey, we got an unpressed claim on the gangs of Daysdale. Perfect. Could push that and get more land. And good ransoms to me. We're gonna be bloody rich. And now Fredo, the son of the deer, has become strong. Yeah, I guess it's my kid. You know, that's perfect. Good on ya. Good on you, lad. You're a good fighter. Now someone's trying to kill me. Yeah, buddy, I don't like that. Don't kill me, man. What have I done for you? I mean, what have I done against you? I've done a lot of things for you. You know what I think it is? It's my rival, Emperor James. You mad because we seceded from your shitty Riverina Empire. And because I'm raiding the hell out of you. And his wife is trying to kill me too. Get the hell out of here. There we go. We beat his army and we take Captain Eli's head. How many heads are you guys taking heads? Are you headhunters? You're killing my men and stealing their heads? Oh, well, I know what needs to be done. I need to revoke this guy's land. He will accept it, which means that I have more holdings, which means I get more money, which I desperately need. I'd like to take an entire kingdom from this guy, but to do that, I need way more fame level. We'll take some land from this guy. Why not? We need land, we will take land. We're liberating them. That's what we're doing. Liberating them by bashing their heads in. Have at you, brutes, brigands, fiends, and foul beasts. Battle's going really well too. That's good. We've taken a duchy already. Glorious. It's a few extra holdings. They're tribal, not the best land, but it's land nonetheless. Should really give this tribal holding away though. He'll probably strike at Melbourne. He's weak and attacking another man. Tell you what, I want the capital. I want Melbourne itself. Melbourne shall Melbourne. Need to get in there quickly. He has more troops than me. A whole lot of troops. But most of them are mercenaries. And he's using them to fight in a different war. So if I just go in there and take the capital... Oh, I'm fighting him! Oh no! God damn it, it's Captain Oliver Goldfielder of the Band of Avuka. Listen, we're gonna scrap you! Have at you bastards! Hand over your Melburnian goods! But now, there's the chaos of battle. I get wounded! No, I stumble! What the hell? Get up! It was Emperor James trying to kill me. Why am I not surprised? You coward, face me on the battlefield. Don't use the small dagger. There you go, we've taken Melbourne. Now we should battle him. Oh, dear lord, that's his troop. That's not his soldiers. That's his soldiers. Ooh, not good. But he's splitting his troops. He must have called a holy order. The Ararat Rats. What if we do some clever dividing and conquering? We'll have to go through the army of Springvale first, which we can absolutely ruin. Oh my god! It was a goddamn ambush at Yellingbo! Hold my Ned Kellyans! Oh, we are done for. Ah, brutal battle. We need a Kellyan holy order. That's what we need. Aha! We caught one of their armies at least. Glorious! Their forts are very strong, but luckily his massive army is busy elsewhere. We are able to take a lot of holdings. I'll get more onagers. Use anything to make the sieges go faster. There we go. But I become obese? Captain Ned Foul Fart? You're renowned for having questionable control of your bodily functions. What do you mean? I shit myself at the barbecue once. There you go. I won. Melbourne is mine. Glorious! Woo-wee! That is a holding. A good holding. I'll give my stupid dear son a bit of land. There you go. I think that is enough holy sites to reform the Kellyan faith. Yes! All we need is a boatload of more piety. But that shouldn't be too hard. What I need is someone to pay my bills. Like Emperor James over there. If I wait for my army to fully replenish, I should be able to make him my tributary. So he pays for all of my stuff. Yes, we could also host a coronation. We can't even afford that. God damn it, we are broke. But Mayor Steve would like to buy my honey? Absolutely. I'm a merchant. I'm gonna be rich. Now the president of Melbourne is getting coronated. Alright, we'll go there. And we can like get money from her. Hey ma'am, can I have some gold? She denies my petition? Well, I didn't get any gold, but it's worth to use a 10 just for the banter of it. And it reminds me that I need to have a coronation of my own. I want to weaken the detractors of the realm to keep the realm intact and all that. But in the shadows of Yerilderi, the vipers slither about. There's some big old rattlesnakes in Australia, and 2 of them have human bodies. Captain Angus and Captain Matt. You think I'm some sort of fool? Into prison you go! This man has a lot of land. Could we joint the land from him? We could. They wouldn't like me, but who cares? It's mine! Tyranny. Tyranny. Better to steal it all, huh? No land for you. I'll ransom you for $100. Thank you. Wow. And the ranging of Campaspe. I can give this to someone. Someone of my culture. My daughter. Perfect. I'm being a bit of a nuisance over here. But this woman is offering something. No, she's offering herself. Nah. I don't need this woman. But we need to make a bold gesture. And we can form a holy order. Yes! The gangs of Burundara. No freaking way, the wild colonial bush hunter boys. Well, I've now been crowned, which is good. And I can swear on oath, I want to expand the realm. We want more land, more power, more prosperity. And so my reign begins. Not the most prosperous, but at least a reign. And with the new formation of the wild colonial boys, we will have an easy time taking out Emperor James. Or rather, putting him under our thumb. Go! His capital will be seized! Oh gosh, everyone hates me. What are they gonna do? I'm goddamn Ned Kelly! Capital seized and his son taken in custody. We also took his crown. Hey, I need a crown. Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Now, all we need to do is to battle them. Have at you, you vile emperor. You had my people subjugated. I will subjugate you under blood. Have at you, my holy order, Travis Shabnahara, and my dear son. We've done it. Enforce demands, pay taxes. Very good. Is there anyone else rich nearby that earns a lot of money? These guys. General Enfield. We're earning a lot of money all of a sudden, and we can earn more. I don't care how powerful you are. I'm putting you under tribute now. It's the Australian Tax Service. Ned Kelly, local tax man. Does this not go against what he was about? I feel like we're not sticking to the proper roleplay here. But we are fighting Murray Sunset. General Enfield has taken the field, and his big-headed son cheers him on from the sideline. My dear son, Captain Alfredo, Chicken Alfredo. We're doing our best. Come on, lads. The bush hunters are hunting their bushes. Good. First battle done. I'll go for the capital. A quick siege. Loxton. I guess we could extort some subjects. You know, a little war tax. Corrupt local politicians stealing your money in Australia? No, never heard of it. There we go. War is over. Oh, war is not over. What? He captured my heir. My son, Captain Ned. Give him back. Governor Callum, the hunter of Hunter. Some sort of top hat. What the hell? And they send us all the way back here. Give me back my kid. Ah, my bones. I've had one too many glissies. All right, let's fight. The Battle of Boinka. No. I'm being absolutely killed over here. No, not good. You took my kid. How? No! How are we even gonna win this? Mercenaries. I guess mercenaries would be good. The largest troop they would allow me to get would be the Melbourne Boomers or the Rovers. We'll get the Melbourne Boomers. Why not? It puts us horrifically in debt, but it's something I'll have to take because we'll earn more money when we win here. Now, if only my lout of a son would get out of prison. All right, we're gonna hold and we'll fight. Come on! The Battle of Lake Tyrrell. No! No, come on! Fight the bastard! Captain Oscar! I think the bloody war's over. I think we lost the war. Well, I didn't pay him that much, but I am very broke. I got too greedy. I got too damn greedy. Alright, let me rebuild my goddamn wealth here. I'm being sent a gift by Captain Shane. Thank you. Extra taxes. Whaling taxes. But the wild colonial boys want more land, which gives me money, which is good. But I'm dead? My bones broke too much. And now Captain Ned II takes over. It's not as much of a warrior, and we've lost Riverina as our tax-paying property, but maybe we focus on getting the Kellyan religion reformed. We could start by creating a head of faith, a sort of Kellyan pope, if you will. You know, we could destroy these old heads, and that would give us enough gold. You know what? This man needs a better haircut. He's out here looking like a mujahideen of Australia. Need to give him a better haircut. What do we have? I want something very Australian. Oh, hell yeah! Holy moly, that man looks actually Australian. What the hell? I've cracked the code. Let's go on a pilgrimage. Why not? Down to Melbourne. I want to go as cheap as I possibly can. It's still going to be damn expensive. And I want to get as holy as possible, as I want to get to faithful, which I have. Nah, they killed Travis Subnahara! Sub-McNamara! They killed him! What a mess. Well, I can create the Kellyan head of faith, and I will do that. We have High Captain Max, a pope of our religion. Of course. The High Captain. Glorious. Oh yeah, they're weak. They're properly weak. I need a bit more prestige though before I attack them. So I guess we could earn that by raiding. We should avoid raiding them and instead go for this territory. But why not? Come on, hand over your goods. I will personally see the raid happen. He's weakened from his wars, meaning we get to dance around while the cat is away. It's an old Australian saying, by the way. When the cat's in the bush, don't touch his tush. When your dad's having a smoke, be a bloke. So a lot of ransoms here. That's good. At least we can raid, which is good. Oh, but we got caught out, and I'm leading the battle. I'm not our commander. Well, all that raiding money, it just went to Melbourne. We basically just paid their goddamn taxes. But we did get a lot of prestige, which means we can go to war and bring them under tribute. But would we rather want land? I'm going to do something very silly here. I'll swear on oath to join his kingdom, but I won't be under the Riverina control for long. That's not what we're about. We're about freedom. But I am about administration, which means I get the claim throne scheme, which means I can claim his throne. It's not gonna be easy, and it's going to cost us a lot. But his family is a bunch of disloyal pricks, so we can slowly but surely build up a sort of plot. Now, if this was a huge mistake, we don't know. Maybe, potentially. If we can get this thing to fire, the plot that is, then no, this was a great idea. If not, yeah, no, this was a big mistake. The scheme is exposed? God damn it. Please, just join. Please join. It's gonna be a good rebellion. A good revolt. He caught his own wife? God damn it. Okay. How about this, huh? I have a hook on you. I could demand a council position. I get council rights, which is better than nothing. I demand council position. Spy master. It's just what I need. Perfect. 40% chance. That's pretty damn good. All right, 40% chance. It's better than nothing. Execute the scheme. James the bastard can complain all he want. The Riverina Empire shall be ours. Claimant faction. Push it to take the entire empire. I can't start a faction. Okay. All right, that's cool. Now, what if we murdered our liege? I mean, it's not gonna work necessarily, even though I'm a spy master, because I'm not really good at murdering, and no one is really keen on murdering him. Why can't I push my claim? Oh, well, maybe they don't allow it. But he's currently having a civil war, so what if we just abuse that by simply outright declaring on him to steal it? Yes, it would reduce my fame level, but I am a Kellyan. I don't care for fame. I care for freedom. Call in my allies. Chieftain Mike Vinmik of Kubar. And we raise the lads, raise the wild boys, and call in Dr. Ronell, the river shrine, and the vigilant swans. Let's bloody get them, lads. Go, Sean, go. Siege down their lands. Yes, I'm gonna go horrifically in debt for this. No, I do not care. Go, Sean! Slaughter them! Don't think you can run away, you coward! My bush boys are gonna shoot you down like a wombat doing combat in Bombuta! Let's go! Yo, you killed Jaden! You can't just kill Jaden like that, what the f***? Stop trying to unclaim my siege progress, you dogs! Come here, you dingoes! Ah! Oh god, I don't even want to look at my debt. If I don't look at my debt, it's not real. One last battle! Yo! The Empire Riverina is ours! Huzzah! Big fella Ned! Big fella Ned of the big frontier of Riverina! Glorious! And we ask these big lads to convert? Please! Ned Kelly was a cool guy! You're basically praying to me. Long live the big fella! The fart smeller! Literally everyone says no. They don't want to join my faith. This guy will do it. That's good. You get people to like each other more if we just grant them the rightful vassals. Glorious. And we could try to reform Australia? No freaking way. I can unify the Murray-Darling Basin. Reform Victoria. Yeah, damn, that's a lot of land. I feel like that's out of the scope for this little deep dive. But that's so cool that there's a unique decision. I'm trying to undo my debt. I feel like that has to be at least fixed. We can't have an Australia in debt. And I know how we can undo that debt. We can raid our neighbors. Because now our army is unmatched. We cannot be defeated. And yeah, there's a few people trying to kill me. And you know, they're not gonna succeed. I got Sebastian on the case. Listen, the Australian police will keep me safe. They are not corrupt. They work well. They solve crimes in an orderly fashion. Now let's get bloody rich. Like we work in the oil fields. As there's only one goal left for us to do. And that's to reform the religion by selling olives. Ah! Ah! I've been stabbed to death by the former king. I wake up in the middle of the night as I'm stabbed to death by a woman. Consider this vengeance for the time you lost the big frontier of the Venera to big fella Ned. Dear big fella, I hope it was worth it. No! Well, a big fella Ned takes over. Where one big fella falls, another shall take his place. An endless line of big fellas. Long live the big fella. I'll get this goddamn religion reformed one way or another. I'll make sure of it. And the raids are gonna pay for it. But first, I must bring justice. You killed my dad. Big fella Ned. He's dead. Going to prison. Come here. Justice. Justice for the Kellians. You killed my paw. There you go. Justice. Now we can get some proper alliances. God damn! I guess me being an emperor is a bit more prestigious and all that. Now this is a true perf tradition. Marrying your cousin, Harriet Placeholder. She holds the place. The pilgrimages will continue until the religion is reformed. Oh right, I completely forgot about this guy. Yeah, you killed my dad. Now I take your head. Congratulations, you are dead. Your actions had consequences. Justice! I've been continuously raiding, so I can afford more pilgrimages, with the goal to get enough piety, so I can reform the faith, so that Kelly can once and for all be praised as the hero he is. There we go, riches. Plenty of riches. Now, how much is it to reform the faith? Little bit more. And that's with me having the prophet perk. Alright, well, we'll keep at it. And so, 59 years since the revolt of the Kellians, we finally reform our faith. But not according to these laws. Because religious law, nah, I want to go something else. I want to salvage the land and see if we can find an artifact that belonged to Ned himself. And our raiding ways, they have come to an end. Instead, we shall offer everyone a fair go. Reform the faith. At long last, I have managed to gather every important captain in the world. Finally, the wild colonial boys shall favor us. And with that, my friends, I think we're gonna end this adventure here. Holy moly. Who could have known that Australia was this crazy? Me? Not at all. This is obviously a mod that has a lot going for it. And I really recommend you try it out. Especially if you're Australian. But talking about Australia, I'd like to give a big shout out to my favorite Australian. His name is Scratch, and he's been a long time supporter of the Koifish channel from way back when I wasn't even playing Crusader Kings. He's currently going through chemotherapy, so if you could cheer him up in a proper Australian way in the comments, that would mean a lot to me. But my name is Koifish. I hope you liked this video. If you did, leave a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talking about the next one, you'll find it on screen right now. Holy moly. Now this one isn't in Australia, but trust me, it's an absolute banger. I'll see you in that one. Okay, bye!